Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Kim TV. In this video, we're going to be learning how to set goals for the new year like a boss. And I have 3 of my favorite tips that I want to share with you to really start making those goals stick in the new year. So if you want to learn how to do that, keep watching. Okay, so before we get into the actual show, I actually have some cool announcements to make, and actually it's just one announcement. So the announcement is very simple. We're actually launching a podcast this year, and I'm super excited about it. It's actually probably going to go live in the next couple of days. So if you love my YouTube channel, but maybe you want to take me with you on the go while you work out, maybe while you do your grocery shopping, or just on your daily commute, definitely head over to iTunes and subscribe. I'm going to set the link in the description below so you can click on over, subscribe, and please leave me a review if you enjoy the first couple of episodes. I'm definitely really excited about it, and it'll help us reach more people. So I would be eternally grateful if you actually leave a review over on iTunes. And yeah, get subscribed to the podcast. So without further ado, let's get into the 3 tips I have for you to really start planning your 2017 and setting goals strategically. All right, so I don't know about you, but when it comes to setting goals, I'm the type of person that used to completely overlook them. I wouldn't set up plans, or I wasn't really strategic when I first started my business. I was just trying to get, into the zone and trying to close clients and make more money and figure out how I was going to better serve my customers. And so if this is you, maybe you're just getting started in your business, or you've never really set goals to begin with, I want you to pay special attention to this episode, because you've probably heard about goal setting over and over and over again, right? Like, we all know how important it is to set goals and have plans, but for whatever reason, I think we've been so conditioned to listening to, maybe our parents or our teachers or the people that we admire in business tell us that we need to set goals and have plans, but we want to dive into like the ninja strategies, right? That are going to get us the most amount of money and are going to help us grow our business the fastest way possible. And a lot of times, when it comes down to it, really mastering anything in life, we really need to learn to master the basics. And I see this all the time, not just with myself and through my own business journey, but also with my students and my clients, where they just want to dive right into like the hottest trending strategies, right? They want to go into like the most fancy techniques. Yeah, let's talk about sales funnels and webinars and really, ninja strategies for Facebook ads, but they haven't really mastered the basics, the foundational strategies and techniques that are going to help them leverage their time, their energy, their money, and are the real basis of growth when it comes to business. So this applies to anything in life. Like, if you've played sports, maybe when you were younger, you know that probably if you had a good coach, he really harped on the fundamentals, right? Like getting down to the basics, and had you probably practice fundamentals a lot. We see this in pro coach players, and I'm not a sports person, so like don't quote me, but I definitely noticed that this concept of mastering the fundamentals is really, really important. So I really want you to start thinking about, taking goals very seriously and mastering the fundamentals in your business in 2017, kind of going back to the basics and thinking of ways that you can start getting really strategic about your goal setting. And I'm going to share with you 3 tips that have really helped me this past year, and that I'm going to revisit and re-implement in 2017 to start setting goals that are actually going to be met, right? Goals that are actually going to make a difference in my business, not just make a list for the sake of making a list and then not really revisiting that list at all throughout the year. So let's get into that first goal. So goal number 1 is to make a list of goals that are actually going to pull you instead of push you, right? So a lot of times we set goals that we're not passionate about, that we're really not that don't light us up. And I think that's one of the biggest problems, at least I've noticed with myself, is that I was setting a lot of goals that I wasn't fired up about. There were goals that, were definitely things that I should be accomplishing or that I should be moving towards in my business and in my personal life, but they weren't things that lit me up. They weren't goals that I was super stoked about. And so I think that this definitely can help make the goal setting process a lot easier, but more importantly, it's gonna help you to stick to those goals, and it's gonna help you stay motivated and excited and encouraged as you move throughout the year. So the first thing that I would do is to set goals that you are fired up about. Those goals that you know that you can reach and that you're really excited about. Maybe they're revenue goals, maybe they're goals about bringing on team members, maybe they're just goals about, being able to take some more time off from your business and enjoy family time. It's those goals that you're really, really passionate about. Make sure they're at the top of the list, because they're going to pull you towards, that outcome, instead of you having to constantly rely on discipline to move you along. All right, so tip number 2 is to make a list and check it twice. And when I mean twice, I mean as frequently as possible. Now, I know that firsthand, a lot of the experts recommend that you start revisiting your goals on a daily basis. I know this is a strategy that Tony Robbins teaches, and it's one of the things that I think that I really need to improve on, in 2017. Personally, I usually set goals and check them and revisit them on a monthly basis. But I don't think that that's enough. And it's one of the things that I'm going to start doing in 2017. It's revisiting my goals on a daily basis so that I'm conditioning my brain to really start grasping the fact that we have a very specific purpose and a very specific direction in which we're moving forward. So definitely revisit those goals as frequently as possible. If you have to create a list and just save it, in the notes section or the note app on your smartphone, or just put the list, on a sticky note on your desktop, make sure that you're constantly revisiting those goals, because it's going to help you connect to your why. It's going to help you really, touch down on your purpose, and you're going to have clarity, and you're going to be able to feel energized and excited and motivated. So definitely revisit those goals, make a list, and check it twice. And then tip number 3 is, of course, to make a plan. I know that this all sounds super fundamental, but like I said at the beginning, I really want to make sure that you are setting yourself up for success. And that means that your goals need to have actions, right? They have to be followed with an actual plan. And a lot of times we get so distracted and, so maybe even excited during the first month of the year that we completely forget to make plans. So what I'm going to do this year, and it's something that maybe you want to try along with me, is I'm going to set 5 main goals that I really want to reach in 2017. And I'm going to make it as simple as possible. I'm not going to go all crazy with these insane, these insane radical goals. I'm actually going to keep it very simple, but very strategic and very intentional. And then I'm going to draft a plan to accomplish each and every one of those goals. And so I really think that it's important to match up your list of goals with a list of action plans, right? You want to be able to know exactly how you're going to reach that goal. And that plan is going to, in itself, keep you excited and accountable. And it's also going to be something that you might even be able to share with your team members if you do have a team, so that you're all on the same place, right? You're on the same page. It's really, really important. So for the past couple of weeks, my husband Chris and I have been actually kind of going back and revisiting this past year and thinking of the things that we really want to improve on, both in our businesses, our personal lives, our marriage, our relationships. And one of the things that we noticed was that we weren't really connecting in terms of what our purpose was and what our goals were. And we started doing this on almost a daily basis, where we quote unquote have meetings, like we just meet and we sit down, we talk about what we're going to work on that day, what is our goal for the week, and how we're going to start implementing those goals and start making action plans, so that we know that we're holding each other accountable and that we're also helping each other to reach reach those goals. So Chris and I work from home and we're around each other a lot. So it's kind of like the perfect scenario here where we can really start helping each other to reach those goals. And so I really want you to start thinking about getting an accountability buddy, someone that can really help you stay on track, who you can brainstorm with, who you can mastermind with, and someone that can really understand where you're going and really gets your business, your personality, and the lifestyle that you're wanting to live. So one of the things that I really want to incorporate in the new year that I think will really serve you as well is to get that accountability buddy. Maybe it could be a friend, a family member, a business buddy, just someone that you can talk to, that you can be open and candid with. Whether you want to talk about your challenges or your actual plans for the future, it's important to do this at least on a weekly basis so that you're connecting with that person, that you're holding yourself accountable, and that you stay energized and excited. A lot of times as entrepreneurs, we get really bogged down with all of the crazy amount of work that we have to do. There's a lot of obstacles in this entrepreneurial journey, and one of the things that I really, really recommend that you do is to have someone to lean on, and someone that can also encourage you to keep moving forward as you hit, inevitable obstacles. This is life and it's business and it's bound to happen. So you want to make sure that you have someone that can cheer you on, that can really encourage you when the going gets tough, but someone who can also celebrate with you when you reach these milestones, when you reach these goals that you're setting at the beginning of the year. So I'm really, really excited to start implementing these couple of tips in my own business. I actually just sat down and was going through my goal planning process and decided, I'm going to share these tips with my listeners, with my viewers, and I really want to make sure that you are setting yourself up for success in 2017, because it's not just about setting goals, it's about sticking with, the actual actions that are going to get you to that next level in your business. So if you enjoyed this episode, definitely give it a thumbs up. Come on over to KimberlyAnnJimenez.com and sign up for email updates if you haven't done so already. I share tons of strategies, awesome resources, and a lot of really cool content that can help you move the needle in your business that I just can't share here on the YouTube channel. So if you have any goals that you are setting for the new year, I'd love to hear about them over in the comments section below. Leave me a comment telling me what are your big goals for the new year, maybe just the top 3, and I would love to connect with you there. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.